Our final installment of Generations begins with this youth player. 14-year-old Nick Nordstrom is a defender and a true leader. His solid positioning is due in part to his roots in soccer, but this young man is as strong off the ice as he is on, and has been a captain or assistant captain on every team he's played on. Tonight's Future Element features yet another terrific prospect in the Maple Leaf chain. From the Erie Otters 2010 third-round draft choice, Greg McKay.
Could you describe what it was like for your family, your friends, and just the notoriety that you'd received immediately after being drafted?
Yeah, I mean, getting drafted to the Toronto Maple Leafs is obviously special from where I'm from. Everyone cheers for them, and that's usually everyone's favorite team. So it was an unbelievable moment coming back to my hometown, and I got a good welcome.
St. Thomas, a great environment in which to grow up and really develop as a hockey player?
Yeah, we've had some great hockey players come out of there. I mean, Joe Thornton from San Jose Sharks, and Corey Emerton's an awesome hockey player. So I have a lot of guys to follow, and I skate with those guys in the summer, so we push each other.
How does your role now expand heading back to Erie this fall?
Yeah, I'll obviously, I'm going to be more of a leader now on that team, coming into my third year, and, I'm not a rookie anymore, so, I got to show the other guys, what it takes to play in the OHL, and I think that, I'm ready to be a leader on our team, and I think we're going to have a good team the next year.
Have you emotionally grown the last couple of years, given how tough that first year was for you?
I think so, I've never experienced anything like that in my life thus far, and I think you kind of had to experience those downs to, improve yourself, and you got to know how to get out of them, and I think that experience helped me a lot.
In terms of growing up in St. Thomas, was there ever a choice whether it be Detroit or Toronto as being a Leaf fan? And what's it like for all the kids that grow up in that area? Maybe you can provide us with a perspective.
Yeah, obviously, I kind of was a Detroit fan because my family was. My dad was a big Detroit fan, and he kind of put that on me that I was going to be a Detroit fan. And all my friends were Toronto Maple Leaf fans. There's always that rivalry when they played. So getting drafted to the Maple Leafs is kind of funny, but in the end it worked out.
Final question, do you have something to prove to yourself, to the Leafs in the next couple of seasons that, hey, you guys made the right choice?
I think so. I mean, anytime someone picks you or drafts you, I think you got to prove them right. You want to make sure that they made the right selection. And I think they did Leafs here, so I definitely have something to prove in the next few years.
Tonight's past honoree is the last Maple Leaf team to raise the Ultimate Hockey Challenge, the team we affectionately remember from the 1966-67 team, the Over the Hill Gang.
(1967) was Canada's centennial. It was the year of Expo in Montreal, and it was the last season of the original six. And it may well have been the most unlikely and most profound of all Leaf championships. Bunchemock watched his lineup of predominantly 30-year-olds list quite badly during the season. At one point, they survived the stretch of 10 consecutive losses. But they survived and entered the playoffs facing the league leaders from Chicago. Within a fortnight, they had defeated the Hawks in a stunning upset in 6 games. Toronto advanced to the final, the last one prior to the '67 expansion. It would be a Canadian classic versus Montreal. And just like in round 1, Terry Sawchuk's net-minding and George Armstrong's leadership helped Toronto achieve the greatest moment in the Imlach era, the 1967 Stanley Cup.
Our present segment happens to be James Reimer. 18 saves so far here tonight. Bob McGill, his mom and dad have made the 7-hour trip from Morweena, Manitoba, and he has replenished them with a great effort so far. One more period to go.
Well, you're right. Starts 10 seconds in with a big save off Matt Cullen, and 3 breakaways that he's made saves on in this hockey game, starting with the shorthanded one by Madden in the first period. Comes up with that nice leg save, 4-on-4 action, and Kovacic with the opportunity, another big save there. And then second period on the power play again, another shorthanded breakaway by Madden, and another one. Unbelievable how the focus is on this young man here in this hockey game as he gets one that hits him. And he's one of those guys that he's in the zone right now, and this youngster is just loving what he's doing, and he's having the time of his life.